Yo, we are back. It has been a minute or two. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks. I've been on vacation. Christmas happened. Come on, guys. I'm sure you guys got a lot of presents. You've been very busy, very occupied. You haven't even missed me at all. But as you can see today, I'm wearing my Cam Newton jersey because it's my last opportunity to wear it. I mean, it's been a season, guys. Just finished watching the game. It's been a hell of a year. Or a year in hell, I'm not sure, but I'm just looking forward to the draft. I'm looking forward to seeing us draft a quarterback high. I think that's what we're gonna do. So Zach Wilson or Mac Jones, who you guys like down below? Leave it in the comments. I'm here today because I just got a pair of shoes in the mail. It's like Christmas keeps happening, right, guys? What shoe am I talking about? I'm talking about the Yeezy QNTM basketball. What in the frozen blue color? Okay, so this shoe dropped a few weeks ago. It dropped on NBA Tip-Off, and it dropped on a few different sites. It dropped on Yeezy Supply, and it also dropped on the Adidas via a splash page. Now, I don't think we saw a splash page from Adidas since maybe the slides. It's been a while, and so I tried both of them, and Yeezy Supply came out first. And that's what I ended up going with. I kind of regretted it afterwards because I did get the ding ding about 45 minutes later from Adidas. And I would have been able to get my points through there. And they did have my size. But, you know, it's always a crapshoot with Adidas. So if I can get my size, I'm going to go with Yeezy Supply. And it took a few weeks for them to get it out to me. But they did do a disclaimer that it was going to take about 10 to 14 days. So I'm not too upset about it. Now, I was on the fence about whether I wanted this shoe or not. Let's be real. The QNTMs have disappointed this year. They have. QNTMs have disappointed just because I don't think the colorways have been there. It's just been like the 380s. Doesn't mean the 380s are bad shoes. 380s are great shoes. But they've disappointed because of the colorways, right? So same thing happens here with the QNTMs. The original QNTMs are kind of nice. Then we had the bariums, which were nothing special, and then we had the teal blues, which in my opinion is the worst sneaker, the worst Yeezy sneaker of the year. I'm sorry. There's no way I would put that on my feet, much less pay $250 for it. So I didn't know if I was gonna go for this one, but I said, you know what? If they let me into the waiting room and I'm able to get through, I'll cop. And why did I go with basketball over QNTM? Well, basketball dropped first. And I said, if I can get it, I'll get it. If not, then I'll try for QNTM the next day. So I was able to hit on basketball, so I just did. Let's take a look at the box. The box says basketball without vowels and with only one L. Basketball. Okay, now it does say on the side Yeezy basketball. It is a Yeezy sneaker. All right, and on the side, on the size tag, it says Kadmiel. Because the shoe was originally called, I think, Kadmiel, until they changed it to frozen blue. So, it's pretty neat when you get a box like this that doesn't have the name change on it. Some people reported having ones that had frozen blue on the top, and then they pulled it off, and then they have the Kadmiel underneath. Mine never changed. I don't know why some of them have new tags and some of them don't, but I'm glad to have one of these. It's like a little piece of history, right? Before they decided to change the names back to boring colors. But pretty typical size box, not much bigger than a regular Yeezy box. The QNTM boxes I hear are significantly bigger, even though the shoes are the same size. I don't know. I think the QNTM boxes are more like the size of the 500 highs. But these fit pretty comfortably in here when I open them up. So there's the box. So, without further ado, let's unbox this and see what we've got. Bro, oh, check these out. So these are super nice, okay? These are excellent. Now remember, this is the basketball version, so hold please. Listen, what was I telling you about this beautiful sneaker here of my soul? Of my soul, guys. Okay, so here you go. This is the Yeezy QNTM basketball. Now, from what I have heard and from what I've seen people try to explain, is that the heel is different on the basketball. It's got more support up here. It's more structured, if you will, than the Quantum. I don't understand the need for two different shoes. I can't wait to see a review of somebody with one shoe on one foot that's a Quantum and one shoe on the other foot that's a basketball. They'll look almost exactly identical, so they can tell me exactly how it feels. Okay? Now, with that said, I did try it on. They're a little different than your typical Yeezy. They do have boost. We love that, okay? So I'm gonna wear them to work tomorrow, which is good news. I get to wear sneakers to work tomorrow. We like it. We like my job. Okay, and so, I mean, I guess I'll let you guys know how it goes. But, yeah, they are a little bit tighter, a little bit more snug, if you will, than your typical Yeezy. Obviously, like a 350 V2 or a 380, they slide pretty easily onto your foot. I'd say putting this on is very similar to putting on a 380. A 380 doesn't slide like a 350 V2. You kind of have to pull it a little bit and finagle your foot in there. And this is kind of similar. It's kind of got like a sock-like feel here on the side. So you're not forcing your foot in there, but there's not as much give. It's not as easy to slip on as a 350 V2, if that makes sense. Another thing that I noticed right off the bat, and I didn't know this, I wasn't too sure about it, is that there are no infinity laces on this. So these are regular laces, and when I put them on and I tried to dead stock it, to do like a dead stock knot, it just wasn't gonna work for me. Okay, so one thing you have to notice about this shoe is that it is a performance basketball shoe, right? So you need it to be like a little bit tight on your foot. Not just to play basketball, but just to walk around in it, okay? It's structured, so if your foot is sliding around in there, it's just not going to work out. I mean, like, it's got a huge heel, so I've heard people talk about, like, the heel slippage a little bit, so you want your foot to be a little bit secure. Remember, Yeezys, any kind of Yeezy, you want to order at least a half size up. The toe box is not super tight, but I would compare it a little bit to a 700. The Quantum is kind of like a cousin of a 700. Let's think about it. Got that same fang pattern here, okay? And the toe box feels very similar to the 700, to where like my toe's not suffocating in it because I ordered it half a size up, but it's not super loose either. So I'm glad that I went half a size up, but I've got to pull these laces tight. So that's why the dead stock knot's just not going to work here. So I need to try some different styles. I tried the bunny ears on it, and maybe I think stuff it into the tongue, because I mean the shoe looks great like this, but when you got the laces flopping out, I'm not digging that look at all. So we're not gonna do that. So I think I'm just gonna stuff the laces inside to make it look almost like it's got an infinity lacing system. I know that the infinity lacing system on the newer shoes, like the 380s and the 350 V2s, they don't necessarily stay tight. You gotta pull them a couple of times during the day. And so I guess that's why they didn't want to put them on the basketball. But there are ways to have a shoe and keep it tight. You just gotta have a different kind of system in place. One of those maybe that you pull up and there's like the little circle. I don't know what it's called. So that it stays there. I know on my Space Hippies, there's a mechanism where you pull up, it tightens the shoelaces for you, but then to eject, there's like a part in the back that you have to pull, and then that loosens it. So something that would keep it locked in. You don't want your foot swimming in this, especially if you're going to play basketball. I'm probably not going to use it to play basketball, guys. I don't remember the last time I balled out, but it's been a couple years. I'm going to use it as a lifestyle shoe. And then you say, I probably should have bought the lifestyle one, but you never know with Yeezy Supply the days that you're going to get in and the days that you're not. So I didn't want to risk it. But what I will tell you is that the next time a Quantum comes up for sale, I'm not going to go for the basketball version. I'm going to go for the lifestyle version if it's a shoe that I like. This is the only one, like I said, that I saw this year that I was even remotely interested in. And I don't see one coming in the foreseeable future, at least not an upcoming release that we're talking about in the first half of the year at all. So this is kind of like your last shot a little bit for a few months. And I thought it was a good pickup. I still do. I still think it's a beautiful shoe. It's got a great color. That frozen blue, I think, is among the best of what's come out with Quantum yet. So I'm happy with it. Now, how is this gonna stack up in my collection, in my daily use, against my 350 V2s, against my 700s, my 380s? I wear the 380s the most. They're just the most comfortable. But you know, we'll see where this lands in my rotation. I do think that it's a great colorway to go with many things. A lot of things that I own are blue, or you're always gonna wear like black pants, or you know, or gray. So I think it's a usable shoe. I think I'm not tall, but I'm not short, right? So I'm a big girl. I'm about 5'8". So for a girl, that's not short at all. It's, you know, a little bit above average height. And so these won't look ridiculous on me. But if you're a girl who's like 5'4", 5'3", you're gonna look, I don't know how you're gonna look in this. You know, I think these, you know, if you're skinny legged, I don't think that this is a shoe that a lot of girls are gonna go for. And I think that that's why it was so easy to cop. A lot of times 380s, 350 V2s, girls love those shoes because, well, guys and girls, right? But you have more competition to get them. This is one that's just not gonna appeal to smaller size because they're pretty big. So some features of the shoe. Here we've got the toe box. Toe box is suede, real soft. It's got that fang design. It's become pretty synonymous with Yeezy, especially in the 700 V3s and in the Quantums. Okay, we've got the boost sole, which you can see through at the bottom. A lot of people have suggested putting drip grip on this, and if you're planning to resell it at any point, definitely do, because it's a very light sole. Okay, and obviously the boost is exposed. Here we've got this I think it's a TPU cage on the outside that's plastic, and underneath the knit is really what is blue. I don't know why. This is the only thing that threw me off about this shoe that made me not want to buy it. I'll put it up close to you guys so that you can see the pattern. You see those like blue dots mixed with green? It reminds me a little bit of the teal blue pattern, which was terrible. I don't love that mix of color there, but overall, I mean, what you see from far away is pretty much the blue. Then you've got this part here, which a lot of people have complained about with quality control, and it's a legitimate complaint. Okay, so as you can see, it's like an X here, and it just doesn't line up. It doesn't line up. This is too high over here, and it does not line up with the end. And if you're paying $250 for shoes, you better believe they should line up. Okay, this part is 3M. Okay, so when you hit it in the back with the flash, maybe I should do that and let's see if it works. I don't know how much you guys can tell from my phone, but the whole silver part is with 3M. So all of this here on the back, all the way over to here. So both silver parts are 3M, which is pretty neat. I kind of enjoy that. And then supposedly it does glow in the dark. So let's see about that. Hey, it's lighting up already. It's like the 4th of July. Look at this. That's pretty. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty cool feature. That's a pretty cool feature. Both sides, and it's the cage part that lights up. So, pretty neat. Pretty neat. It's a cool party trick, right? I mean, I don't know how often we're gonna carry on our black lights and glow in the dark, but I enjoy a good glow in the dark shoe, which is why it's so surprising that these shoes haven't really taken off. A little bit surprised they haven't taken off. I mean, they glow in the dark. They've got 3M. They've got like all the Yeezy hat tricks in it that you could possibly have. So I don't know why the Quantums haven't really hit as hard as they could, but I think, like I said, it's just a product of a bad colorway. If this would have come out second instead of the bariums, I think we're having a different conversation. But I think they just released the bariums in that god awful teal blue. Good lord. What were they doing? I don't know. Anyways, so I'm happy with this shoe now. Like I said, quality control, a little bit of an issue here with the X being offsetting. A couple of stains, I don't know if you could tell, but right there, there's a stain. And over here, there's like a line. It's almost like a streak of 3M. You can't really tell too much with the camera, but like I said, premium sneaker. I don't see defects like this coming in my $200 shoes from Nike. So this is like an Adidas manufacturing issue that we just continue to see issues with the Yeezy line. Little things like glue and 3M spray. It shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening when you're paying that much for a shoe. And especially when releases have been delayed. I mean, think a little bit about your clients and what they're paying for. And eventually, if people keep seeing these quality control issues, they're not going to want to continue to pay this amount of money for it. So let's keep it premium, guys. So as far as the comfort goes, I'm gonna have to tell you how it is during the week, but they're stiff, they're basketball shoes, but they've got boost on the bottom. So I hope that, you know, the ankle support mixed with the boost is gonna be for a good sneaker. Let's see how it works throughout the day. So there's my review of the Yeezy Quantum Basketball. Stay tuned for On Feet. If you guys like content like this, please go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Who do you guys want, Mac Jones or Zach Wilson? Patriot Nation, talk to me. Stay tuned afterwards because I got a phone call. If you want to hear about football, stay tuned after the On Feet. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I got my first hate comment today on one of my videos. They say I move my hands too much. Sorry for being Cuban. I mean, I get if you guys don't want to watch me because I move my hands, that's cool. That's just who I am. Alright guys, so have a good time. Good luck to your teams if they're still playing. I'm gonna watch the Indy game, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Much.
I have a question. Who needs to lose so the Dolphins can get in?
Indy. Indianapolis.
Has to lose.
Has to lose. If Indy wins, they're in. Their game's gonna be on right now.
I know. I'm gonna watch it. So Indy has to lose. And what's the record of Indy?
They have the same record as y'all. They're 10-5, except you guys are 10-6 now. So if they lose, they're also 10-6, and you've got them on a tiebreaker. But if they win, they're in, and you guys are out.
And the other team has what?
Who are they playing? They're playing the Jags. Bro, the Jaguars have won one game, and they're trying to tank because they want the first overall pick.
Right. So basically, there's a good chance the Jaguars are going to win. I mean, those people are going to win. Right?
Indy's got a good shot. But you never know, man. Any given Sunday here in the NFL.
I know. You'll say.
I don't know what just happened to the Dolphins, how they crapped the bed so bad. I was watching the Patriots game. But yeah, against the Jets at the end. We didn't make the playoffs, so whatever. You know, it is what it is.
The Dolphins did not come out to play. Either the Colts got them, or that's it.
I don't know, man, but that was a must-win game. Win and you're in. If they would have won, they would have been in.
And who cares about anything else?
Yeah, and then you don't have to worry about the Colts. I mean, I don't understand what happened there at all. They didn't look prepared from what I saw.
They choked.
Yep. Me, I'm looking forward to the draft. See if we can get us a quarterback.
Yeah, I know. All right, Mom. Thank you.
All right, no worries. Good luck. All right. Bye. People always want my advice on football things, guys. We're rooting against the Dolphins. I don't know what to tell you. We are. Here we go, Indy. Here we go. No hate, guys, but I hate the Dolphins. So, love to all my family, my friends that like the Dolphins, but it's child. We're all Indy all day. You know who's from Indy? Laura's from Indy. We're going with the Colts all the way to the Super Bowl. Pay attention.